This is ESPN Esports. He's Jacob Wolf. I'm Arda Ocal. Happy to be joined right now by the president and CEO of Atlanta Esports Ventures, joining us over Skype right now, decked out in FaZe Clan attire. How about that? Atlanta FaZe, it is official. Paul Hamilton, there he is. Love the logo, bud. Love the logo.
Thank you. Thanks for having me, guys.
So let's talk about the partnership. Let's get right into it. FaZe Clan, Atlanta Esports Ventures. When did this all start?
Oh, geez. We started talking probably 7 or 8 months ago. And just over time, working with Lee and with the guys over there, just sort of the further into it we got, the more we sort of looked at the world the same way. And this sort of idea blossomed into what you see today, which is something we're really excited about.
So I want to ask you a little bit about your strategy as a group, right? Obviously, Atlanta Esports Ventures is backed in part by Cox, which is a giant company based in Atlanta, a telecommunications company. But now you own franchises in 2 of the 3 major leagues in North America. The one that you're missing is League of Legends. Are you simply at this point investing in the Activision Blizzard titles in Overwatch and Call of Duty? Or if a League of Legends spot were to become available or that league were to expand, would that be something you'd be interested in?
We love the people at Activision Blizzard. Super supportive, really run so professionally, so we feel really comfortable with them. That being said, our goal for Atlanta Esports Ventures is to be bigger than we are today. So yeah, we would look at League. We've got a whole bunch of ideas on the horizon for things that we want to do, not only around esports, but around content and growing the Atlanta brand and really bringing everything to the city of Atlanta. I mean, it's so tech savvy. The state of Georgia is so supportive of us that we feel like we're in the infant stages of what we're going to do there.
I am someone that grew up in Atlanta here, but
I know that.
The state of Georgia has been really good at recruiting entertainment people because they give the significant tax break if you put the nice little Made in Georgia logo at the end of it, at the end of your movie or whatever it may be. We've seen that cut somewhat apply as well to esports. In the case of Turner Broadcasting, did that when they were when they were running E-League on television, and we've seen a little bit of an esports boom there too. Obviously, the Atlanta Hawks are invested in the 2K League. You have Hi-Rez, the developer, who is based in Northwest Atlanta as well, that has the developers of Smite and Paladins. And now you, I mean, what do you think makes Atlanta special for esports at this point?
Well, you hit it early on. It's not only do they embrace the entertainment industry, but in that same document, they delineate esports very clearly as well. So they're very, very forward-thinking, sort of in front of probably most any other state out there. So they have embraced us just like they have, movie makers or anybody else. So they've really made it easy. They've paved the way, and they're there sort of every step of the way when you need anything. So yeah, we're excited to make our home there. We're, as you've probably seen, a couple of stories come out. We are actively building a facility there for our teams to train in and for the back office people to go to work each day, and we're really excited about that as well.
One more follow-up on the partnership with FaZe. This is new territory for a city-based league, right? There's only one other team that has this sort of branding, Atlanta FaZe, Optic Gaming Los Angeles, right? FaZe is an established brand, leveraging that equity that exists there. How important was that to have an organization like FaZe be the branding around this city-based team?
It's interesting. We really wanted to have a new brand, so hence the new logo, hence Atlanta FaZe, and we wanted to lean into that audience because it's got a rabid fan base, and we want the league to be as big as it can possibly be. This isn't just about Atlanta. This is about Call of Duty League and how excited the 3 of us are, and everyone that's sort of involved in esports. So it was important to have them as our partners and our co-owners, more from the standpoint that they are super supportive, very, very bright, and they help make Atlanta FaZe this Call of Duty sort of, we're going to do things and we're going to do activations that are really exciting in our hometown. And So, like I said earlier, we were going to do Call of Duty either way, but being able to partner with those guys and create this new brand made it, I think, something that not only people in Atlanta could get excited about, but esports fans around the world.
You know, he mentioned earlier Optic Gaming Los Angeles. You know, that was an acquisition that we saw earlier this year. Optic Gaming and the rest of the Infinite Holdings were acquired by Immortals Gaming Club, but yours seems to be a partnership. What is the ownership split here, and how does that work?
I should know you would ask me a question like that.
I have to.
We can't speak to what the ownership is, but suffice it to say that they are active owners in this Call of Duty team, and we're really excited to have them.
So the Call of Duty League is going to launch in January. We saw the announcement that it'd be launching in Minnesota. It is a significant investment, as is Overwatch League. You know, what is your sort of expectation having a year of Overwatch League behind you coming into this and sort of seeing what regional fan bases look like in esports? What is your expectation for the Call of Duty League in its first season?
You know, we were really happy with the way Overwatch went. We were one of the 3 teams that were able to do a homestand in season 1, and I'm really glad that we did that. We learned a lot. We were able to share a lot with other owners. So, you know, we were able to sell out that venue both days. Our expectations in Call of Duty are the same, to host live events, sell them out, and create places that, you know, it's what's really neat, and I can only speak to it in Overwatch because, like you said, we have this new brand and this new team. But in Overwatch, it is really neat to sort of get to know our fans and our community, and it was really neat to see them get together live. And it was a place for people that become friends from, you know, 3,000 miles away to get together and hang out, and they felt like they were best friends their whole life. So our hope is to bring together the fans of not just Atlanta, but Call of Duty, period. When Call of Duty is in Atlanta, we want to embrace the fans of every team, have them all come out and celebrate Call of Duty, and something that's near and dear to all of our hearts collectively here in esports, and see this live, you know, sort of traditional sports model applied to esports work. I think it's a really exciting time.
The Cobb Energy Center was the venue in June. Is there anything that you can tell us on what fans in Atlanta and surrounding areas can look forward to in terms of logistics and venues? Are we looking at the same venue each time, or will this be like a Atlanta traveling show?
Well, I can't share with you the exact venues. I'll just tell you that we're going to do a different venue for each event. We feel like we're still learning. So in our first year of COD and our personal team's second year in Overwatch, we want to sort of have them at different places and see how the fans respond and see, you know, we're still learning. So you're going to see different venues this year for each event, and collectively we'll work with Activision and other owners, and we're all trying to learn sort of what works, what's the best venue to make this, you know, for anyone that was at the Overwatch event, just a celebration of esports and the game itself.
I feel like there's not been a lot of explanation on this aside from the Florida team in Overwatch League, but you know, regions are much wider than just the city that the names are in most cases in the Overwatch League, and I would assume that's the case for the Call of Duty League as well. Do you anticipate, or I guess I'll ask this first, what does your region entail, and do you anticipate that we'll see events outside of Georgia hosted by your team?
I can't speak to our specific HMA. I certainly don't know any of the other owners either. My hope is that we do collectively as a league, we do some tentpole events, but I don't run the league, so I just want to bring this sort of excitement to not only the cities that have teams, but to other cities where there are huge fan bases that are growing each day.
My last question is just the involvement of FaZe Clan on the content side, because we know the type of operation that they have. They're able to pump out content, they have influencers, etc. So how much of that will touch Atlanta FaZe, or will it be a self-contained unit for the team?
Well, they are our partners, so we will have consistent dialogue, but Atlanta FaZe's content will be run by the Atlanta FaZe. But as you said, they are really good at content creation. We feel like we've built a really good team around content creation as well. So it'll all be run at Atlanta FaZe, but there will be discussions around anything that we do that's above and beyond just a normal post.
Well, looking forward to seeing what the homestands will look like in Overwatch League and in the Call of Duty League. Paul Hamilton joining us here on ESPN Esports. Thank you very much for your time.
Excited. Thanks, guys. Thanks for having me. Appreciate it.